Merry Christmas, everyone. Welcome to the festive episode of the Wheelie Good Travel Guide podcast. My name is John Fletcher. Like many of you, I'm a disabled traveller who loves discovering the world from a different angle. In this episode, I want to give you a taste of how my home city, Manchester, celebrates Christmas. Manchester is one of the most festive cities in Britain at Christmas time. The Christmas markets virtually take over the city, and there is a real festive buzz in the air. We began our walk around the Christmas markets in Piccadilly Gardens. There was a small fun fair with a traditional carousel and plenty of stalls to look at. We then headed up Market Street, which is the main shopping street of Manchester and is one of the main sites for the Christmas markets. It is probably, along with Exchange Square, one of the busiest areas of the markets, so you need to be prepared to weave in and out of the crowds. Market Street was certainly busy and full of atmosphere. There was a wide variety of stalls selling a whole array of wares, from handmade crafts to festive produce and festive tipples. It was a lovely experience to hear the carol singers raising money for the local charity. At the very end of the Market Street was a stand selling the most amazing carved sculptures. Street and past the front entrance of the Royal Exchange Theatre and cut through the Royal Exchange Arcade, which brought us out onto St Anne's Square. Around the rear entrance of the theatre, there was a small cluster of stalls selling a variety of hand-produced gifts, from leather goods to homemade produce. Closer to St Anne's Church, the stalls became more food and drink orientated, culminating in a large bar focused on mulled wine and beer. It is worth noting that these bars include the mug in the price of your drink, so it's worth holding on to your mug if you decide to have more than one drink. We followed the church round to the right, passing by a rather quaint nativity scene, and followed the church round to an alley that led through to King Street. The street is where you will find several high-class restaurants, shops and art dealers. Here again, we found more Christmas market stalls. These seem to be more food and drink oriented, which reminded us that we hadn't had our lunch yet. So we stopped off at what has quickly become one of our favourite places to eat, Tast. Now, Tast is not just another Spanish tapas restaurant. It is best described as a celebration of Catalan and regional Spanish food and wines, served by friendly, knowledgeable staff and cooked by chefs who are passionate about their food. The restaurant's bar and bistro on the ground floor is wheelchair accessible. However, the event space upstairs is not accessible to wheelchairs. After our long, leisurely, rather delicious lunch, we made our way to Albert Square, which currently houses a big wheel and lots of festive funfair activities to see. So we made our way back to Canal Street and the Gay Village, which was looking really festive with its lights. We ended our visit to Festive Manchester and the Christmas markets with a drink in one of our favourite bars, Via, which was an extravaganza of Christmas decorations. Via's main bar is wheelchair accessible and has an accessible toilet as well. Overall, the Christmas markets were great fun, full of festive cheer and friendly. They were also wheelchair accessible. However, they could have been overstimulating for those with neurodivergent disorders. My hot tip is to avoid the peak times, such as at weekends, and instead visit midweek. So there we go. A look at Mancunian Christmas. I hope you enjoyed this episode. Please give it a like and share with your friends. And please, if you have not already subscribed, subscribe. So, have a great Christmas, and I look forward to seeing you in 2026.